a nice front-end newsletter, it's called, which is a low price, so people can see my research at a relatively low price, which we like to do, right? We focus on individual investors. And then we have a high-end product, which focus on me traveling around the world, using my contacts. I've interviewed over 1,000 experts, probably almost everybody that you've seen on CNBC, through my Wall Street Unplugged podcast, and finding the best ideas, small micro cap across all sectors. It's about focusing on what's going to be the next big technologies and really attending conferences, doing interviews. My dad passed away about 15 years ago. So I was in this industry from the day I was born, the financial newsletter industry. He had a 30-year track record. He was on TV, kind of like the Jim Cramer back then. And for me, when I was younger, I never really took it so serious. I was like, oh, he's on TV, this is cool. And then as you get older, you get more mature. And I started realizing how fascinating this industry was. And then I started reading a lot of people's research. And there's a lot of research out there that I thought I could do a lot better and provide a much better service than them. Making it more tailored to the individual investor, making it 100% independent where you don't get paid by companies to recommend stocks. My goal is to show you returns. If I don't, you cancel your subscription. It's that simple. So my job is really to get out there and show you returns, get you in front of things that I have access to because of the contacts, because I've been in this industry for 20 years. And I really love that relationship, bringing this to the individual investor, because let's face it, it's a much more level playing field today because of the internet, because we can listen to conference calls just at the same time as analysts. You have access to a lot of people. I mean, there's no limit for the individual investor that you can achieve, just like the institutions achieve. So you can get into these meetings now. You could have access to a lot of that research, listen to the conference calls, get information at the same time. So you have a lot of advantages that you can get in and out of stocks where maybe institutions may have a little bit of trouble because they take such big positions. They can't always invest in small cap stocks because they have smaller market caps. Getting back to the heart of your question is I just started taking it seriously more when my dad passed away about 15 years ago and felt like I could provide a better service. I ran Jim Cramer's research department for 5 years, which was a great experience. I was fortunate to learn from my dad, from Jim Cramer, and from the largest financial newsletter publisher. And it got to the point where I was ready to start my own company because there was nothing else for me to learn. It was time for me to teach. And when I started that, it's been a huge success. The first year of our business is doing very, very well. And that's thanks to the subscribers and thanks to the following that we have. But it's really, really cool. And I'm humbled by it, to be honest with you. My subscribers are my audience and my listeners are my audience. And I never realized how powerful that is because people identify, like, what does smart mean? You could identify someone that's gone to college, someone that has a CFA, but in reality, everybody's smart in a particular region that you're not smart in. And when you have a network of people by 10,000, 100,000, 50,000, getting 200,000 downloads in your podcast, it's cool when you're writing about different subjects. The people that email in, the doctors, lawyers, just business owners. It's really fascinating because I can tell you what the fundamentals are, I can tell you the financials are, that's what I do. I'll go to conferences, but the most important thing and the most valuable advice you get is someone that's in this industry that actually works within an industry for 10, 20 years, that sees these business trends happen. And that information is invaluable. That's a tool that we have and not too many other people have because of the audience and the following, which again, I'm humbled by. But in terms of mentoring, there's a lot of guys out there that helped me start my own business, that forced me to start my own business and said I should have did it a lot earlier, and provided me fantastic advice. And it's pretty cool. And right now I feel like I'm passing that down by doing all this. The legacy I want to leave is, if you believe in something, work hard. There's nothing you can't accomplish in this world with the internet. If you want to be something, be something. And do the right thing. That sounds so easy, but doing the right thing is a lot harder than doing the wrong thing, especially being a Wall Street guy. I've been on this business my whole life. It's easy to do the wrong thing. Do the right thing, you'll be rewarded because your kids are watching you all the time.